What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them.
I think while I lie awake and contemplate tonight are wearing me out. Well, maybe tomorrow the world will wake and get it right, but I have my doubts, yeah. During the day, well, I design machines of war that scream through the sky. 'Cause I, for one, I like to go to bed free at night under these stars and stripes. And I have my doubts that we're coming out. Yes, I have my doubts, and I have my doubts that we'll make it back out. Yes, I have my doubts, but they'll wind you up and pull the cord until you're spun right out. And I don't understand. Roll the dice and raise the price to feed the machine's mouth. Call it the progress of man. And I have my doubts that we're coming out. Yes, I have my doubts. And I have my doubts that we'll make it back out. I have my doubts, so I'll drink my stuff and raise some hell and shoot my guns to the end of my time. You can have the booze and go to hell and take the guns, but I know they won't be mine. We're coming out. Yes, I have my doubts, and I have my doubts that we'll make it back up. Yes, I have my doubts. So we're all messed up and out of touch. Let's text someone who's in the other room. So don't wonder why we don't say hi or know anyone. I might as well move to the moon. So maybe I'm wrong. Well, I hope that I'm wrong. So maybe I'm wrong. Well, I hope that I'm wrong. Well, the things I think while I lie awake and contemplate at night are wearing me out.
Good evening. Hope everyone's doing all right. Interesting day in the news world. Lots of interesting stuff today. Man, I know a lot of people are probably anxious to hear about the Elon stuff. There's not a lot of, I'm going to be honest, there's not a whole lot of details yet. I'm sure more information will be forthcoming, as well as I'm sure that this is probably, this probably, well, at least it's supposed to appear to be fighting back against Elon. Let me word it that way. I want to make it real clear, because, I'm just not buying it, and maybe they're trying to save face. And I've thought about that too, because the moment that Elon Musk announced who was going to take over as CEO, everybody was like, holy cow, here it comes, right? So, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to spice up the pot a little bit and make it seem like they're going after him. Why do I word it that way? Because nothing ever happens to these people. Nothing ever happens. Hell, you could be some half-ass B-rated actor and shoot your producer in the frickin' face and walk. I mean, hypothetically, right? Nothing happens with these people. And that dude's low on the totem pole. Nothing's going to happen with Elon Musk. Just like nothing happened with the Clintons or anything else. I have always had I've held a little bit of concern for Musk. Because I know what he stands behind. I know what his dreams are, his ideals are. How? Because he says them. I am certainly not good with where he wants to take, and I'm going to use the term humanity very loosely. Because it seems to me, him and many others are more interested in removing humanity out of the picture. So it's kind of crazy. It really, truly is. I don't know. I think this is just kind of a distraction, kind of trying to make you think that, maybe he isn't down with them, So anyway, let me take you to the article. I'll probably make it a kind of a quick, easy night. How many tabs do I even have open? 6. So I got 6 tabs open. Probably going to be a quick, easy night. Why not? It's Monday. I checked out a couple of new things in the Quest 2. They got a demo of an engine building thing, and I got the engine light. I didn't get the oil pan put on, but aside from not having the oil pan put on, I had the crank, the pistons, all that stuff, oil pump, all that. I was ready to put the oil pan on, then flip it over and work on the head and the rest of it. But anyway, it's just a demo, and I got that far done, and then I quit. And I thought, I'll go back in, mess with it a little bit more later, and so I did. And when I got back in there, it restarted everything. So I didn't even mess with it. I just shut it off. But that was kind of cool. I don't know. I might have to build that engine real quick after the show, because it was really cool how they had it set up, including the torque wrenches and everything else. It's really kind of interesting how they set it up. I played something else today. I can't remember the name of it. Something free, and it starts out with you, everything I'm doing is free. It starts out with you, I guess you crash landed your airplane, and you gotta fight these weird creatures, and I got started in that, but they killed me. I suck with the revolver. But they most certainly killed me. So, and I didn't go back in and try a second time, but I will. It seems to be pretty cool, pretty interesting. Everything, though, and I haven't figured out what's causing this issue, everything is up high. And I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I need to be... I don't know. I don't know when I start stuff up if I'm supposed to be on the floor or what. But everything is, like, high up. So, and I'm supposed to be able to sit and do this stuff, and I can't. I got to get up. I got to, and the table's still like, I got to step on my tippy toes to be. And if I try to, you can hit the Oculus button supposedly to reset it, reposition the viewpoint. Nah, homie, doesn't do it. It doesn't. Not as far as any lower. It certainly repositions it, but it won't go lower. So, hell if I know. But, let's see. Well, I saw you responded over there and look. I saw something in there about a World War II fighter game. Now, are you talking about on the Link side, on the PC side, or are you talking about straight to the, got to hold the right Oculus button for a few seconds. For what, homie? Oh, to reset the view. Right. However, yeah, the Quest Store. Now that, though, when you say the Quest Store, like, because you can put stuff on your headset and you can put stuff on your computer. So are you talking about the World War II thing that is on the computer in the Quest Store? Because that I've looked up. I haven't really sat there and went through the store on the headset as of yet, because if I'm not mistaken, not all the PC stuff can go on just the regular headset. So, if I understood that correctly. I watched the Berlin thing today or whatever. That was kind of trippy. Flying in a big old plane and all kinds of anti-aircraft blasts are going off around you. Headset. Okay. I'll have to look in that store. Because, tell me if I'm wrong, but aren't they kind of different stores? If I'm not mistaken, I thought they were like different stores. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. Okay. Good. I am understanding that correctly then. It seems to be one hell of a damn learning curve when it comes to this thing. Hell, it's no damn curve. It's a damn skyscraper. There is a lot. And I don't even know where to start with it. So, anyway. Pardon me. Yikes. I was a little cooler earlier, so I just put on long sleeve shirt. And now I swear to God, it got warmer. 1 second. Alright, weather here won't make up its mind what it wants to do. Anyway, let's click on over. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm not into, I've went into the VR chat thing. I went into the Meta Horizon World thing, and I don't know what I'm doing there. I feel like a dumbass, so. Let's see. Elon Musk document subpoenaed, and I just stand there too and look at people. They got to think this guy's stupid. This guy's just like, do something, dude. I'm just standing there looking at everybody. Anyway, news. Elon Musk documents subpoenaed in Jeffrey Epstein lawsuit by U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm pretty sure that nobody on them islands is a virgin, so we can just change the name at this point, right? Like, we could just call it the U.S. Ho Islands. You know, that'd be a little more accurate. The U.S. Ho Islands. Anyway, this here says the U.S. Ho Islands has subpoenaed Tesla Incorporated CEO Elon Musk for documents in its lawsuit accusing J.P. Morgan Chase & Company of helping enable sexual abuses by late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The subpoena, issued on April 28th, came to light on Monday in a request by the Virgin Islands to serve Musk by alternative means because it had been unable to locate and serve him. The U.S. territory did not seek to question Musk under oath, and its effort to subpoena him does not implicate him in any wrongdoing. According to the Monday court filing in U.S. District Court in Manhattan, Musk, one of the richest people in the world, may have been referred to J.P. Morgan by Epstein. The Virgin Islands did not provide further explanation for its interest in obtaining documents from Musk. Musk did not immediately respond for requests for comment. Epstein died by suicide, you know that. U.S. Virgin Islands accuses J.P. Morgan of missing red flags about Epstein's abuse of women on Little St. James, a private island he owned there. Banks denied knowledge of Epstein's crimes. The subpoena, Virgin Islands demanded any documents Musk has about Epstein's involvement in human trafficking and his procurement of girls or women for commercial sex. Additionally, the subpoena sought any communications between the entrepreneur and J.P. Morgan about Epstein, as well as between Musk and Epstein. Documents regarding fees paid by Musk to Epstein or J.P. Morgan also fall under the subpoena. It says the extent of any relationship between Musk and Epstein was unclear. Musk and Tesla vehemently denied speculation in 2019 that Epstein was advising Musk after the Tesla chief ran into trouble with regulators for saying he had lined up the funding to take Tesla private, the New York Times reported. It is incorrect to say that Epstein ever advised Elon on anything, a spokeswoman for Musk told the New York Times at the time. Musk is the second tech entrepreneur touched by the Virgin Islands litigation. U.S. District Judge Jed Rakoff said earlier this month the territory may serve legal papers on Larry Page, although his ruling did not specify the information sought from the co-founder of Google, which is owned by Alphabet Incorporated. So, again, I think it's a distraction, and I think it's to make people think that, oh, no, you thought that it was over because he put a WEF person in at the helm, and nope, game back on because, you know, they're going after him. I'm not buying it for a second. Not buying it for a second. This article could likely get you a permanent ban off of YouTube. FBI should have never investigated Trump, says a report. There's a whole hell of a lot of us that didn't need a report. We could have told you that a long time ago. And I don't even like the guy. But, hey, if you're going to call him out for the shit he does, not the shit you make up that he does. Because then he's getting away with doing all kinds of other shit. And nobody can get anywhere. But I'm pretty sure that was the plan anyway. From both sides. I want to make that clear. If you think there's two factions that are fighting against each other in our U.S. government, meaning Republicans and Democrats, well, I've got a shit ton of bridges to sell you and a bunch of marshland and all kinds of good stuff. And I'll work on the paperwork. Just go ahead and pay up front and we'll work on getting you some paperwork for it. You know? U.S. Justice Department and FBI failed to uphold their mission when they launched the so-called Russiagate investigation into former President Donald Trump. The Justice Department Special Counsel, John Durham, has determined in a long-anticipated report. In a 300-page document released on Monday, Durham condemned the FBI for treating incriminating information on Trump with a serious lack of analytical rigor, especially information received from politically affiliated persons and entities. Durham's declaration is primarily a reference to the Steele dossier, a compilation of bogus rumors about the former president and his alleged links to Russia that was gathered by a former British intelligence agent on the payroll of the Hillary Clinton campaign. The dossier kickstarted the FBI's counterintelligence investigation against Trump in 2016, codenamed Crossfire Hurricane, which would spiral into Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russiagate investigation. Mueller would later find that no collusion occurred between the Trump campaign and the Russian government. The Steele dossier was used by the FBI to obtain court permission to spy on Trump's campaign. The FBI made basic, fundamental, and serious errors in applying for a warrant to surveil Trump, Justice Department Inspector General Michael Horowitz declared in 2019. There was a significant reliance on investigative leads provided or funded directly or indirectly by Trump's political opponents, Durham wrote in his report. The department did not adequately examine or question these materials and the motivations of those providing them, even when at about the same time the director of the FBI and others learned of significant and potentially contrary intelligence. Based on the review of Crossfire Hurricane and related intelligence activities, we conclude that the department and the FBI failed to uphold their mission and strict fidelity to the law, he stated. I can't read no more of that legal jumbo mumbo bullshit. We all knew this from the beginning. Shouldn't be a surprise. And, you know, here's the thing. Nothing's gonna come of it. So what? They admit it was a bunch of crap. Anybody gonna be charged? No. Well, it changed anything at all? No. Not a bit. That's what it is. I'm telling you, they are working together. They are working together. This is nothing but a dog and pony show. It's gotten really bad. They don't even hide shit now. There's just so much open stuff that they do. All of them. Let's see. Remember when not that long ago I brought this up? Kind of like deja vu, huh? I guess once again, Apple investigated for planned obsolescence. Just the other day, and I don't remember exactly which day, but it was very recently. I had just talked to you about how there was going to be, I guess, a future release or something in which would make many popular apps on the Apple platform not usable on these older devices. I don't remember which ones or whatever, but it was things like FaceTime and stuff like that, the real popular stuff. And I get it. You know, you have to move forward. but they kind of make it a bit obvious with what they're doing. They're not just moving forward. So, we'll see. Again, so what? They might get fined 0.00001% of what they make in a year. That'll teach them. You know what else will teach them? Taking their guns. Always seems to teach them. It's a sad lesson, though. Happened in Serbia. Hang on, coffee. Okay, it's 5 words. 5 words. What do you do when somebody shows up to confiscate your firearms? 5 words. Write them on the wall next to the door if you need to. Shoot them in the face. 5 words, pretty simple, direct. Write it right next to the front door. That way there's no confusion. They show up to confiscate your firearms. You just open the door, look at your notes, and shoot them in the face. Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving legal advice. I'm not, it's theoretical. It's blue helmet, pop. Anyway, Serbian President Alexander Vučić is a piece of crap. Has commended citizens for turning in more than 10,000 guns in the first week of a month-long drive aimed at rounding up unlicensed firearms. That means you're not taking any of them that are licensed, right? You're saying, oh, no, that's licensed, that's good to go. You need to, for your protection, you need to save that, right? That's what you mean? Just taking the unlicensed ones, right? Not so much. Anyway, he also promised repressive measures for anyone found with illegal weapons after the amnesty's end. Ooh. On Sunday, Vučić and top police officials visited the main collection center in Smederevo, about 50 kilometers or 31 miles east of Belgrade. The president inspected the warehouse with rows of rifles, pistols, and automatic weapons, as well as hand grenades, landmines, and even rocket launchers brought in by citizens. We need people like that. What does anyone need an automatic weapon for? To blow the hell out of shit. That's what you need an automatic weapon for. There's no secret about it. To blow the hell out of shit. We don't have to put a cherry on top of it. We don't have to put a bow on it. We don't have to make it any softer. It's to blow the hell out of shit. Very quickly. It works. And that's why people use them. Anyway, I'm kind of a 7.62 fan, but, just saying, I like big holes. I like big holes. What? Big house. You've got it less terms. If you've got a big hoe, you don't have to penetrate it as much if big hoe. You saving yourself time and money with a big hoe. Anyway, that's wrong information, by the way. You will not save yourself time and money with a big hoe. Anyway, don't take any dating advice from me. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, Yeah, schmuck. That's what these people are. Schmucks. Unbelievable. It's not going to stop the shooting. Moscow claims first intercept of UK-made long-range projectile. So, Ukraine's trying to reach out and touch someone, and it's not working out. Imagine that. Seems like somebody said that would happen. Why? Well, there's this thing about date and out of. Has a little something to do with it. When you got S400s and S500s and possibly S550s to take out something that an S300 could do, good luck. Anyway, here it says, Russian forces have downed a UK-supplied cruise missile along with several other weapons fired by Ukrainian forces, the Defense Ministry reported in its daily update on Monday. London confirmed delivering Storm Shadow weapons to Ukraine last week, which were promptly used to attack the city of Lugansk. The Defense Ministry claimed weapons intercepted in the previous 24 hours included 7 anti-radiation harm missiles, 1 Storm Shadow missile, and 7 rockets fired by HIMARS multiple launch weapon systems. It was the first time that Moscow reported downing a Storm Shadow since the UK confirmed their delivery. Local authorities in Lugansk have claimed the UK missile was used for several recent airstrikes in the Russian city. On Monday morning, 2 such missiles damaged residential buildings, an office, and cars in the city, a regional monitor reported. Acting Governor Leonid Pashchnik said that a military aviation school had been hit, but the attack did not cause any casualties, citing preliminary reports from the scene. Before London sent the cruise missiles, which can strike targets up to 300 kilometers or 200 miles away, Kiev did not have any Western weapons with a comparable range. The Ukrainian government has pleaded for months to acquire such arms, but the U.S. and its allies were previously reluctant to extend Ukraine's striking capability. So, as London said, the new weapons will bolster the Ukrainian forces for the long-promised counteroffensive against Russia. The Storm Shadows were touted as a game changer by some media outlets, which that's what they've said about every damn weapons advancement they got. Remember back when they said the armored personnel vehicles were going to be game changers? And then we got the tanks, and I mean, just everything game changer. Gimme. Let's see. It says the MBDA-produced missile was described as having some stealth capability thanks to its relatively small size and able to hug terrain to avoid radar detection. So, one second. Had to evacuate my snaz, and it's a big one, so makes a lot of noise. Anyway, the name of the game is Warplanes Battles Over the Pacific. Cool. Do they have any cat houses? They're like a little island down there, like Wake Island or something, with a little cat house. Some, I don't know. They all like, what the hell is it with him and VR cat houses? Because it's a date up, man. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Indonesian state firms cutting ties with Visa and MasterCard, says an official. Well, probably something to pay close attention to. I wonder why all these countries are kind of, getting their stuff squared away. I wonder if they might, I don't know, have any idea that things could happen. Possibly. Bank of Indonesia has launched a domestic card payment system as part of a greater strategy to reduce reliance on foreign systems and protect transactions from geopolitical disruptions, CNBC Indonesia reported on Monday. Based on Indonesia's interbank system, Gerbang Pembayaran Nasional, or GPN, much easier to say that way, or the National Payment Gateway, is designed for state companies and institutions and will replace Visa and MasterCard as the country seeks more autonomy over its payment infrastructure by minimizing the role of foreign payment providers, the outlet said. According to, this is great, Deki Kartikoyono, the head of the payment system. Hey, we gotta do that again, because that just feels good to say. Say it with me, will ya? Deki Kartikoyono, the head of the payment system policy department at BI. Domestic card process users private data within the country and do not charge any fees. Well, thank you, Dickie. The card also provides features needed. Who the hell cares about the card? We got to the good part of the article. I mean, Dickie was the spotlight of the entire thing. Thank you, Dickie. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I don't know that I want to find out either. I mean, I really don't want to find out. I mean, I enjoy the surprise. Oh, man. Anywho. It's like almost like Russian roulette when you come to the show, isn't it? It's like, is he going to be serious tonight, or is he just going to be really fucked up? I try a nice balance of both. Okay, that was probably you messaging me with the trailer for the review and stuff. Probably. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, man. It was you. That. Single player, multiplayer, co-op. That ain't bad. $20. I mean, not horrible. Love it, but please read. I think it would be fun if you could get in the same plane as your friend in the back and... Could be, yeah, that would be fun, but... Yeah, it does look like it's got a lot of good reviews. Yeah, may have to do that whenever I can. I don't know when I'd be able to, but let's see. Definitely looks cool though. I was checking out. I was looking under the flying categories and stuff. I think I saw that one. They had a few that was. They had another one that was, I think, World War II. They had one that was World War I, and I know that they had something like a carrier something. Yeah, I certainly will get anything that's good when I can. I mean, it's not something I'll dive into because I'm just not that kind of person. But yeah, when I find a gym, I will definitely do it. Like I say, I enjoy messing with it. It's really really cool. I gotta figure out why all my shit's up high though. I don't know if you know why that's happening to me or not, but like both when I was in the other one, when I was in the one game where I was shooting at the weird creature things, it had me way lower than what I should have been, I think. And then likewise when I was working doing that engine thing, I had to stand up and pretty much stand on my tippy toes to see the top of the table. I don't know why everything's so damn high. I reset the Guardian down to the floor, and it's still high. So, yeah, burned at birth. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Oh, man. I reckon I could do some headlines and finish putting an engine together before bed. Because I just got to do it. I want to hear it run. You get to start it at the end. Yeah, there's a lot of divide and conquer going on. Absolutely. Manual height options. That's a very old game, but a good one. Space. Oh. Yeah, that one I got free with my headset as well. I don't think I really got enough room anywhere though. Because I don't think like my little living room here would be big enough. If I kind of put the table up that's behind me, I still don't think that the living room would be big enough for that one. I could be wrong. It might be. I don't know. Let's see. Alright. Headline. Belarusian exports to Russia soar, says an envoy. EU nation reveals cost of refugee crisis. Moscow explains withdrawal from landmark arms control deal. Turkey heading for election runoff, says preliminary results. London to send long-range attack drones to Kiev. France not ready to send jets to Ukraine, says Politico. G7 looking to expand sanctions on Russia, says Reuters. Russia becoming China's vassal, says Macron. EU improves economic outlook for Russia. Let's see. Injuries after blast in Lugansk, says acting governor. France wants to sanction football players for rejecting LGBTQ jerseys. So now, as an athlete, you can be, well, they're wanting to make it to where you can be sanctioned for not going along with it. Insanity. Moldova could leave a club of former Soviet republics. Sanctions on Russian diamonds could disrupt global jewelry market. And it's just so interesting, absolutely so interesting, that it's only certain things, right? We can't stop the flow of certain things from Russia, like these diamonds. Well, we can't mess with that, right? But we're going to sanction them. We're going to hurt them. But even the sanctions they have in place are pointless. Why have sanctions against their oil and then turn around and buy oil from them? Because that's what we're doing. That's what I'm saying. It's just a dog and pony show. That is it. It's a dog and pony show. I think they're working together, including all these nations that are supposedly button heads. I'm not really buying it. Hungary backs Chinese plan for Ukraine. Prigozhin denies talking to Kiev about selling out Russian troops. Top Russian bank expands operations in Crimea. Experts find unknown Rembrandt paintings. That would be nice, like to be cleaning out an attic or something, you know. Or just happen to buy a couple of paintings at a yard sale. Be a Rembrandt. That would be like awesome. Moscow responds to Macron's vassal claim. Vice files for bankruptcy. Sayonara. Russian church takes possession of treasured icon. Turkey's markets drop amid election stalemate. Hitler's speeches played on Austrian train. Let's see. UK Parliament staff deployed as pronoun police, says The Telegraph. Italy warns of new migration wave coming to Europe. I'm not dead, says George Soros. Well, did you really have to tell us? Because it'd be better off if it was true, you know? Man. Indonesian state firms cutting ties with... Oh, I read that article. UN marks 1948 Palestinian exodus. And I don't know what the dog's all pissy about, but she's over there scruffing. Hey, knock it off. Gosh. Let's see. I don't know if I said that when Turkish election heads to run off. I don't know if I said it or not. U.S. money for Ukraine is running out, says Politico. It should have did that like 30-something billion or trillion dollars ago. However the hell we are, I don't have any idea where we're at now. No clue. Georgia-Russia flights to resume this week. Court finds Norwegian officer guilty over warship collusion. Let's see. Singapore loosens egg freezing rules amid record low birth rates. Let's see. Former U.S. consulate worker charged with treason. Hungary blocks 500 million euro payment to Ukraine, says media. China names only country irked by Syria's Arab League reunion. Okay then. Some nations see double standards on Russia, says Scholes. Kadyrov says he paid Ukrainian spies to retrieve horse. EU approves Microsoft revised Activision takeover bid. And lastly, Russian celebrities fight foreign agent designations. Huh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, that's it. That's the news. It was, like I say, it was... Big things happen, but I think we're about to see much, much bigger happen throughout this week. I really do. I think things are going to start to ramp up. So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to put an engine together before I go to bed. And I hope you all have a good evening. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it again. And I hope to see you then. So, thanks for coming tonight. As always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit. And shalom.